We are not doctors. Nothing in this podcast should be taken as medical advice. Consult your physician before starting any workout routine. This is the Martial Heart Podcast.
Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome back to the podcast. This is, for those of you watching on YouTube, it is on video as well, because my mom asked me why there was no video on the YouTube version. I told her there was going to be video, and I just hadn't gotten around to it yet. So, there. Now I have video, and you can see me. So, this is going to be your daily update on how things have been going. Give you a chance to actually see me, to see if you decide if I look healthy or not. But yesterday, I did a little bit of a workout to test the waters a little bit. It was a very light workout. I did 5 minutes on the treadmill, and then I got on the exercise machine. I have a machine, and I did bench and curls and some leg extensions and things like that. Not heavy, very, very light. Enough to where I could have done, maybe 5 sets of 20, but I only did like 3 sets of 20 on each thing just to get the muscles moving, get some blood flowing to those parts, and see how it would affect me, see if it gave me any kind of chest pain or any kind of shortness of breath or anything like that. And, none of it happened. Everything was fine. Everything turned out okay. No soreness, nothing really remarkable about it. So I feel pretty confident that I'll be able to, slowly ramp those up and get back into a routine. And I felt pretty good about it. So it's a positive thing. One of the few positive things about this whole experience, other than surviving it, is that I'm recovering and I have a ways to go, yes, but I feel okay. I feel all right. I still have this pressure in my chest that comes and goes. Mostly it's there all the time, but sometimes it gets worse. Sometimes it lessens. And I'm still having dizzy spells. Yesterday, I thought I almost passed out in the kitchen while I was in there screwing around making some lunch. But I didn't. I just felt lightheaded and dizzy. Vision blurred a little bit. I'm still convinced that it's the medication, side effects of the medication. And everyone keeps saying that's probably what it is. After an angioplasty and 4 stents, around your heart, it's probably not your heart that's causing these kind of things to happen right now, because I now have plenty of blood flow into my heart, so my heart shouldn't be struggling that much. So still kind of writing it off as side effects of the medication. I'll talk to the cardiologist on Tuesday and get his take on it, see if he agrees with that or if there needs to be some more testing done to make sure that I'm actually okay now. But the movements, the exercising, those kind of things didn't cause any discomfort. It didn't cause me to have any more, chest pain than I already had the pressure, So those are really the things that we kind of worry about is, if I do something physical, is it causing chest pain or is it causing a fainting spell? Anything like that. And nothing like that seemed to happen. So that's a positive thing. The audio equipment keeps expanding. And had a thing show up last night I was kind of excited about, because it was going to give me the opportunity to do a little bit more stuff. And the stupid thing didn't work. Yeah, the damn thing was defective right out of the box. Either that or Amazon sent me a used one that had already been returned. I don't know. I don't have any way of knowing that. But that has happened before. So sometimes, just so you know, if you receive something from Amazon, sometimes it was already returned once and it got placed on the wrong shelf and they turn it around and send it out to another customer. Because that's happened to me before. That may be what happened in this instance. Maybe not. It may have just been a shit product because I was pretty pissed. So when they asked what's the reason for the return, it was you sent me this massive piece of shit that I can't use, and now I'm pissed because I've been up till 1 o'clock in the morning trying to make it work, and it's not my problem, it's yours because you made this piece of shit and sent it to me. So that's where I was last night. That was my frame of mind, right? When I decided to go to bed. Very healthy frame of mind. So that's going back. It's already boxed up. UPS is supposed to come by and pick it up at some point the next business day. I'm assuming that'll be Monday. It's Saturday today, by the way. It is the 7th, September 7th. And, that's where we are at this point. With that, I'm still using, can I show? Oh, I'm on video. I can show it to you now. Or can I? Well, probably not. Actually, I can't get it in front of the camera. This is a simple USB audio interface. And when I say simple, I mean this is as simple as it gets, pretty much. And it was $23. It's not as cool as the Behringer one that I have that has a gain function. It has, a little equalizer and a gain and a line volume built onto the thing. This just has your line volume in it, and it has the ability to run 48 volts phantom power if you're going to run a condenser microphone. But this one is really simple, but it allows you to run 2 microphones, and that was what I needed because we're going to have guests. We're going to have more than one person talking at the same time. So it's what I needed, but I just wanted something real quick. So I ordered this thing, and I'm not kidding. It was like $23, but it doesn't have a gain or equalization or balance or anything like that on it. So everything that you do with it other than the line volume going in, you have to do in a software suite. So it's not as functional as some of the other ones out there. So what I had ordered was a contraption very similar to this, but it was able to run 4 microphones at a time. And each one had its own gain and equalization and line volume and effects knobs and things like that, so that you could adjust each one independently. And if you wanted to, you could run 4 microphones. And that was the thing that didn't work because it was a massive piece of shit. And I'm never going to order. I see that's the problem. I'm fully aware after being, alive for 56 years and having dealt with products, selling products and buying products and trying to install products and fix products, that sometimes things just don't work out of the box. It happens sometimes. And it's not really a reflection on the quality of the company or the quality of the product. Sometimes you just get a bad one. Something goes wrong. But I fully understand that. I deal with it a lot of the time at work for my day job. But when it happens to me, I'm like, I'm never buying another one of your shitty products ever again. So that brand name is forever tainted in my head, even though I know that it doesn't mean that this brand name is bad. It just means I got a bad one. I was the unfortunate person who got a bad one. And so it's a fairly reputable company, fairly reputable brand, unlike this one that I'm using right now, which is a company nobody's ever heard of. It's made in China, obviously. And it's probably just a complete rip-off clone of some other, name brand product. But this name brand product didn't work, and this thing did. And it really kind of screws with your head as far as, your brand loyalty kind of thing, But the Behringer products seem to work really well. So if I'm going to buy another big fancy one that can run multiples like that, I think I'm just going to stick with Behringer because I have a Behringer audio interface and it works amazing. So if I'm only going to go with 2, I mean, Behringer has that Euphoria, that a 204, I think is what it's called, but it's a very compact little thing. So the only issue that I've seen with it, and I haven't used one, is most of the people who are using them are using condenser microphones. So the microphones that need the 48 volts, that are already going to have that preamplification built in there, because that's that 48 volts that's going to power that microphone, so it's going to amplify it better. But the microphones that I decided to use are dynamic microphones that don't require that 48 volts of power. So I need a device that can add some form of gain or amplification, some sort of a preamp built into it to boost these microphones up, because the dynamic microphones need to be boosted. And I'm trying to avoid boosting them in post-production. I'm trying to get everything arranged so that I can do it, one time, a one-shot deal. I want to do a recording, post it. That's all I want to do. That's maybe I'm lazy, or maybe I just want equipment to be able to do what I want it to do. And I'm sure I could pay an audio engineer to come in here and install the right equipment and tune it all up to exactly the way it needs to be to get what I want out of it. But guess who's not going to do that? Me. Because guess who's not going to spend money on something silly like that? Me. Just like I'm not going to build a stupid audio studio. I'm just going to put a camera and a microphone here in the corner of this room and start recording on it and figure out how to make it sound okay. Because that's more of a challenge and that's more fun anyway. Who wants to get it right the first time? Nobody. Nobody ever wants to do that, right? So there's your good update for today. My audio struggles and my exercise struggles. Having a lot of that chest pressure today. Not going to act like everything feels great, because it doesn't, but I feel okay. I don't feel bad. It's just these nagging things that are left over from that hopefully will pass, and the side effects of the medication. But I'm looking forward to being able to get some exercise in. Monday will be a pretty good exercise. My first day of cardiac rehab, like a full-fledged cardiac rehab. So I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward to figuring out how much they plan on working me on that day. So that's it. So, stay tuned. There's going to be another episode coming out soon. Probably going to do another conspiracy episode. That was fun. And I'm thinking about doing some episodes that aren't just like health, diary kind of things. Maybe I'll throw in a few episodes on other things like, general martial arts stuff, or conspiracy things, or hell, I don't know, movies or something. But nobody's going to listen to a podcast that every day is just saying, hey, I feel okay. Hey, I feel pretty bad. Whatever. So I got to spice it up a little bit. But this one is, just my diary. And I don't even know if anybody's listening to it. I know my mom is, because she was wondering where that video was. So here it is. And, all right, I will hit this outro music. See, I'm experimenting with this thing, this OBS. I really like it. The problem is I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. So, look, there's me up in the corner. Some outro music playing softly in the background, should be. And this is how we're going to put an end to it today. Everyone take care of yourselves. Eat right. Eat your, vegetables or whatever it is you're supposed to eat. I don't know. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your family. Stay safe. I'll see you next time.